What is going on, everybody who is tuning into this episode of the One Shot Podcast? It is your host with the most, Mr. RanksHTX. I'm here with a one-of-a-kind special guest that we got here today, my boy Slimezy. How you doing today, man? How you doing today?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Yes, sir, man. Man.
I'm not really used to being on camera like that, but hey, we're gonna make it work.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I literally was the type of person that was 100% opposed to getting a camera until I just started sitting in front of it. And after a while, I kind of just got used to doing it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I gotta do. I gotta get my legs down.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta get warmed up.
For sure, man. So to everybody that's listening to this episode of the podcast, who is Slimezy today?
So I basically just make like 3D videos, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So like I like to. Okay, hold on, let me restart that. What's the question?
So essentially, like who is Slimezy today? Like, what does Slimezy do, like, on a daily basis? Hobbies, goals, like the whole nine, so to speak.
Sheesh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my main hobby. I wouldn't even say it's a hobby. I'm trying to make it my main thing is editing. You know, content creation. Another one of my main hobbies is probably like going to the gym. I do that every day.
Lifting is
but
key.
Like, I mean, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like content creation, I've only been really doing it for like about 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I would say really like taking it seriously, maybe like about a year and a half, maybe.
Okay.
Because at the beginning I was kind of like, okay, I don't know if I really want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But then I pretty much saw like a niche because I have a background with 3D, like CGI, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw a niche and I was like, let me just start trying to make, because I got access to like models, Call of Duty models. I was like, I saw a niche. I was like, let me just make funny videos like with the COD models, and like I pretty much ran with that. And I had like one video blow up, well, semi blow up, like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, man, I just got to double down and like get better at this and keep putting out content, because like I saw something there. And I mean, that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. You want to know what's the video I found you from?
Which one?
It's crazy because I saw it on my For You page. I liked it, but then I came back to your page again, and I'm like, oh, that's the same guy. It was that it was the video. You had like an SPR out, right? And it was Shoot House. You were like running left to right, left, right. And it was Still Counting by Yeet playing in the background. Like Rax came in, I was still, and you're like moving left, right. And you're like how it looks on my screen. But then you zoomed out and it said like a third person point of view. This is how it really looks. So you're just like moving left and right. When I saw
to do that one, bro, because when they took the movement out, so quote unquote, they took movement out.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to make something to like poke fun at that. And that video,
That video was hilarious because I'm like that really, because on your screen, like, you see it moving left to right, it's first person. You think you're like James Bond. You think you're almost like Neo from the Matrix. Then you look at the kill cam, you're just like, bro, you haven't moved an inch, bro. Like, still in the same spot.
That's how I feel, bro. Playing this game, like, I think I'm moving, and like if I get killed, the kill cam says like a whole different story.
Yeah, it's crazy because with Warzone 1, it was the opposite. Like, I'd be doing like a little simple move, and I'm like, oh, okay, that doesn't look that bad. And then I die, and I'm like, hold on, I got shot in the back.
I think it's the strafe speed, bro. Because the strafe speed in the whole last game, every gun you could just like, you're moving left or right, and you're like moving.
Exactly. Like a lot of the Vanguard stocks, and if you put like Raider stock or like Skeletal stock on like the Cold War guns, man, you were
broke the game.
You were just flying, bro. And I'm just like, man, this makes me miss so. I'm reminiscing a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
we can talk about that all day, honestly.
We really can, man. I'm just like, I miss that era so much. We'll definitely dive further into that later on in the podcast, for sure. But for anybody who's listening right now, where exactly did you get your name from? Because I feel like everybody has like a short backstory as to how they got their name. So in your case, how did you come up with Slimezy?
You know, I could say like I had this like story and like it came from this place, but really I think it's just Young Thug, bro. Like, I'm a big Thug fan. I've been a Thug fan.
For YSL, man. For YSL.
Yes, sir. And like, I don't know, like that's really where it came from. And like I said at the beginning of this shit, I didn't really want to like take it serious.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was gonna take it serious until I saw the niche and I was like, let me run with this. But yeah, it really just comes from Thug and why so him being King Slime and whatnot.
Man, hey, I don't know what has to go down, but hey, we need more Thug music. That's all I'm saying.
For sure, bro.
Thug music made me whole, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. For sure. So let's start with the journey of gaming just in general. Like, because usually I would do content creation because I know content usually comes later on whenever somebody actually like someone becomes somewhat more skillful at the game and they start testing more things out. Well, let's go back to like the gaming journey. Well, when did you first start off? As far as you could, as far back as you can remember, when did the gaming journey for you start?
Damn, like I would say like PS1, GameCube era. Like those are like when I was like, I mean, what was that like 2005, 2000? When did I don't even know when the GameCube came out, but I was like 5 playing the GameCube. In the PS1, I would say like Mario, Super Mario and Sunshine. I have like 2 videos where I incorporated Mario in there because I just like I love that era of gaming.
Oh yeah,
like yeah. And then I would say like I came up on the GameCube, Nintendo, stuff like that. And then like it was really more so like games back in the day. They used to be like it was like split screen type vibes.
Yeah,
so it was
I
like
love
really
playing
just
split
playing
screen.
with your friends, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So then so it really started there. I feel like a lot of people came up like that too. They started playing those type of games, and then like single player games maybe. I played I mean like PS2. When the PS2 came out, I was playing Spider-Man 2. Those are like ones that stand out to me. Damn. I used to play a lot of Sly. Is that what it's called? The raccoon?
Sly Cooper?
Or no, Sly Cooper, yeah.
I think that's what it was. Yeah. I remember those games as well, for sure.
And then I mean my first person shooter though, I mean it was Black Ops 1 really. But I was really on the campaign back then. Like I wasn't really playing multiplayer because I was like 10. BO1 came out in 2010. I was 10 years old. 2010? No. Later. 2005?
2010, yeah, because MW2 came out 2009, BO1 was after, so 2010, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I had to think back on that one, but yeah, you're right as far as that one.
Yeah, I have vivid memories of just playing that campaign. And then, I mean, obviously, I was playing because my uncle had the game. So he had the online, and I was like, okay, you can play against people. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Started playing that.
Black Ops 1 was such a good game. Even the campaign on that, like with the whole Frank Woods, the Alex Mason, like the whole sitting in the chair. Like, man.
That's the first time I finished the campaign, I'm pretty sure. Because I didn't really play. I would play story games, and then I would like get to a level where it's like, okay, I don't know if I can do this. I'm just a kid.
I don't know if I can do this anymore.
I would just give up. Or I would just give up and just be down bad about it.
Yeah.
But
I feel that. Yeah, I mean, man, Black Ops 1, now that I'm thinking about it, because Black Ops 1 it wasn't the first Call of Duty I played, but Modern Warfare 2 was the first one I played. And that was because my cousins used to come to my house and they had the disc. I remember one day they were just like, hey, man, we're about to play, we're about to play Modern Warfare 2. And I'm like, what the hell is Call of Duty? I've heard of Call of Duty, but I never played it. So then they put in the disc into the PS3. We put it in and we put like 4-player split screen. And man, Jesus, I mean, I don't know how I did it back then.
Split screen. The little screen is like literally like
so tiny, bro. Yeah, so tiny. We used to freaking play Search and Destroy, Terminal every single time. I'm like, how the hell did I used to do this? How did I like? I don't even like the way the game looks on like a 144 hertz 1080 1440p monitor. How did I do it on like a little box TV and 4 screens? Like, man.
The graphics seemed like they were like way out of this world back in the day.
That's what I'm saying.
You go back now, it's like looks like blocks but yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Modern Warfare 2, I didn't really play too much of, honestly. I can't lie. I played it maybe like after me and my homies went back to play it, but I can't say that I played it.
Yeah, and I feel like with just with older games in general, because a lot of people always say, oh man, this game is goated, but then it's like if you didn't play it when it dropped and you go back to play it, it's just like I don't see the hype for this game. You never will, because it's like
you don't get the main lobbies, like the lobbies, like the game's active. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, that's how it was for me. Because when I'll be honest, the first time I really started playing Modern Warfare 3 was through Plutonium, and I'm playing, and I'm like, oh, this game has some nice mechanics. But then everybody's telling me, man, it was the greatest game back then. Da, da, da. And I'm like, bro, I didn't even talk. I wasn't even playing video games at that point. So
see. Yeah, like Modern Warfare 3, it's like around the time where I still wasn't really playing online like that. Modern Warfare 3, I would really play not the zombies mode, but it was like the one where you have to like shoot the NPCs.
Survival. It was survival.
Survival, yeah. Survival, yeah. That had crazy replayability.
It did.
I was playing that all day.
I don't know why that was somewhat fun though. It was actually kind of fun now that I think about it.
Because it was kind of hard too. It would get harder progressively.
Oh, it would get hard, man. It would get hard. You emptying them MP5 clips. I remember I emptied a whole clip, straight headshots into somebody. He didn't die. He one shot at me. I'm like, bro. I was coming back. It was always the
I think
same
there's
round.
juggernauts in there too. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
man. I forgot about that. I forgot how much like I wanted to be good at that for some odd reason. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that was a solid little game mode. A solid third game mode. Because usually the third game modes, unless it's zombies, you usually suck with Call of Duties.
Yeah, like the co-op, I didn't really pay too much of that.
Yeah, like I don't even remember what I think Modern Warfare 2019 had like Spec Ops or something, but I never played it. I don't know what this new Modern Warfare 2 has for. Does it even have a?
It's Spec Ops. Yeah, they have Spec Ops,
Oh, okay.
and then I mean, there's like the raids. They had one last season.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, which is honestly, bro, that raid, it was kind of the most fun I've had on the game so far.
Really?
I'm really glad they added it. Like I didn't know what to expect. Like I just hopped in, two homies, and like it was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see the next one. But yeah,
For sure.
going back to like the where I like first started, like when I picked up like BO2 was like the first like online, like I'm playing in pubs, like,
Mm-hmm.
and I was heavy on that. Like that's when I
Yeah.
was like staying up like 2 a.m. before school.
Before
Like,
school too, man.
yeah,
Before school too,
yeah,
man. That was the times, man. Man.
yeah.
Would
And
you
then I kind of fell off though of Call of Duty, bro.
after Black
Like
Ops
that's
2?
why after Black Ops 2, oh, I would say, yeah, because what was after that? Black Ops 2, and then
Ghost and then Advanced Warfare.
Ghost. Yeah, Ghost. I mean, Ghost. Maybe I played a little bit. AW didn't touch the jetpack cods. It didn't touch them. I really came back Modern Warfare 2019, which is why I really love that game, bro. Like that's what
Okay.
like it brought me back, and it like made me feel like the old ones did.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Something about it. It just felt like new. The movement
Mm-hmm.
was super fluid.
Yeah.
Like
That game did have some
everything
fluid
was just
movement, I'll be
amazing.
honest.
Yeah.
Very fluid movement. It's funny because I had the same exact break at the same time. I think a lot of people
Mhm.
did after Black Ops 2 because Black
Yeah.
Ops 2 was like
I thought I was too cool to play COD at that time too. That's another thing. I was like, like I played basketball back in the day. I mean, I went to a small school,
Mm-hmm.
but that took up like a lot of my time. So I was like, yeah, I'm too cool to play COD now. Like,
Stuff
and
like that.
then yeah, and all my friends did the same thing. We didn't play COD. We didn't really.
Y'all play 2K at
Uh,
all?
we played 2K. That was what we switched to. Yeah.
Yep.
Damn, I guess it's the same. It's the same come up basically in gaming
Yeah.
for a lot of people.
Because, man, the way it was, bro, was like I started playing Black Ops 2, loved Black Ops 2. My disc broke. I was too broke, couldn't find another one. And then Ghost comes along, and I'm like, dude, this game looks like shit. This game looks like shit. Didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Advanced Warfare, and Advanced Warfare was new. I applaud Sledgehammer Games for being like the sort of pioneers when it comes to like anything that's new. So I guess I'll give them I'll give them credit, I guess, for making the first Jetpack game. But that game, I still didn't like that game either. I didn't even want to buy it. And then at that point, I came back Black Ops 3, but prior to that, I had, what was it? I started at 2K15, so I had 15, 16, and 17. That was like my little 2K era. Like I was like a legend. I was like a legend 1 2K15 playing Park. You know what I'm saying?
Mod player? You played mod player?
Oh yeah, 100%.
2K15 was the heavy mod player. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, man. I was a dude. There was this demigod glitch. I was a 7'3" point guard, man. I was I was doing some crazy
glitch
stuff,
or mod?
man.
Glitch or mod? Glitch? Was it a glitch or was it a mod?
Oh, it was like a whole glitch. Like there was a whole video on how to do it. Like I had like 4 of them.
What? That's crazy.
And what's even crazier, bro, you could even, I remember this like clear as day. I remember you had a choice because when you actually made a my player, they had like a limit to make him like 5'7", and the tallest you could make him based on a certain position or any positions was like 7'3". But I remember if you made like an offline character or something, you could make him 5'4". Like a 5'4" basketball. And the crazy thing was, bro, is like,
they're still jumping.
dude, you could have the posterizer badge and everything. So man,
Yeah, it was so fun back in the day. They weren't limiting you.
yes, they weren't limiting you. You could just do all types of dumb shit. Like it was awesome, man. I'm like, I knew a guy, bro. He was like, he was a YouTuber, so he took the whole thing serious. He had every badge, everything gold, all attributes maxed out. He had a 95 overall, 5'4" point guard, and he was dunking on people in the park. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life, man.
Bro. I mean, I can see why they kind of did away with that because that's just not realistic. But at the same time, that shit was fun, bro. Like
mad fun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 2K12. I mean, those 2Ks before 15. is when I hopped on. 15 is when I hopped on my player, and I was playing that mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, it was like me and the homies playing like just park. Honestly, we weren't even playing park. We were just playing the quick play.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we take that shit kind of serious though.
Man, them games would be intense, bro. Them games would be
Yeah,
intense. You see, dude,
couple controllers got broken.
yeah, you see a dude next day at school, bro. He don't want to talk to you. He got a hoodie on. Don't want to
Mhm.
talk to nobody, man. I'm like, he don't want to talk to nobody. Like, hey, man, what happened? And he's just like walking. He's trying to like walk past you and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
nah, man, we called him back and stuff. But yeah, that's crazy to think about. Like, sort of had that like same like pause at the same time, transitioned into 2K, and then like sort of came back later on. So
FIFA a little bit too. I play FIFA a little bit.
okay. And any other games you played outside of those? Well, like after at that point.
After Black Ops 2?
Yeah.
Or after 2K, after 2K. Okay.
Yeah.
So like I mean FIFA, I play shit. Honestly, bro, not really. Like I wasn't really playing multiplayer games. I kind of fell off gaming in general at that time. Which is kind of sad, but I mean shit, life happens, you know?
Life happens, you feel me?
But I came back Modern Warfare 2019 and then I was like, maybe I should like make like content, but I wasn't really on. I didn't know about TikTok at the time. I don't think. I don't think I did. Nah. And then yeah, Modern Warfare 2019 was that turnaround for me, bro. Because that game came out, and same thing happened with all the homies. Like they all hopped back on. Like we're all playing. Like yeah, quarantine vibes.
Quarantine vibes. Ain't had nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Everything was closed. Even if you couldn't leave the house, what'd you do? You just go get some food and like come back. Everything else was closed. You couldn't do anything. You had to wear a mask everywhere. So quarantine Warzone was just. I was a fundamental part of everybody's gaming path. I'm not gonna lie.
For sure, a lot of people came up off that, which is why I'm a little upset that I didn't start like taking it that serious at that time. But at the same time, it's just like I didn't really even know that I would be that interested in this.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. It's kind of like, I don't know. Like, I always compare content creation to the gym because like you go and like you don't see results at the beginning. And once you start seeing results, then you're like, all right, let me like really like lock it in.
That's
exactly because I had the same exact feeling with the gym, bro. Like, I think I started lifting when I was like maybe freshman in high school. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you kind of started early then, okay.
Yeah, I started early, bro. And then I kind of like liked it so much that I like stopped playing basketball for a minute.
Really?
When I was a senior, yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I'm gonna take a break from basketball, and I was like, I'm not going to the NBA, so like, let me just like hit the gym.
Yeah, that like no more hoop dreams. Reality came in. I'm not going to the NBA.
I'm 5'10", and I'm Hispanic. Like, the odds are not in my favor.
No, I was just saying.
But at the same time, it was like, I mean, I love basketball or whatever, but like I found this new thing with the gym, and I was like, let me do this. And then I even started trying to I made content in the gym, and I gave it up after like a year because I was like, nah, like, it's not for me.
I don't know what it was.
That's a little different. That's a little bit of a different, I guess, like market, like niche, like I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah,
true. Because I tried. I'll be honest. I have a whole fitness channel. I have like a whole fitness.
Oh
channel.
yeah.
I haven't uploaded on it in so long though, because it's like I made it. It's funny because I made it during quarantine. Like I started lifting 2019. Quarantine hits 2020. So I had like I would say I had damn near about a year's worth of like fitness advice, right? And like how you had said, I started off going and I'm like, what the flying fuck's the point of it? But I just had this one day where I'm like, I need to go to the fucking gym. I don't know what it was. I looked at myself and I'm just like, nothing about the way I looked without a shirt was appealing to me at that day. I'm just like,
I feel that.
I'm like, bro, I gotta go.
That's exactly why I went to. Yeah.
I'm like, man, I gotta go. So I started going. I remember I didn't start seeing results until like a month. The one thing that maybe kept going because I was like, I don't know if I want to go. First thing I did was I remember one day I was telling myself, do I even want to, like, is there even a point of doing this? I looked at my forearm, saw the forearm veins, and I'm like, yep.
Oh yeah.
The game just coming.
You see one vein, you see a little cut, you feel a cut. I'm like, all right, I gotta go back.
Yeah, now I'm addicted. You know, I got the whole campfire set out there. You know what I'm saying? You just living there, man. Yeah. That's what made you live. That's what made me live there. So
that's why I related to content creation because I'm not gonna lie, the first time I had a video hit even like 4K views, I was like, okay,
makes you
like
so
some
happy,
people are
bro.
watching this. Yeah, like this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had like I think my first like blow up was like 40K. My
Mm.
video had 40K,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm in this shit now. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and then
That was
yeah,
on
and then I
TikTok,
was like,
right?
yeah, on
Okay.
TikTok, yeah.
Okay. For sure, for sure. Man, cause what is it called? I forgot when I started or what made me even start that fitness channel. But all I remember was this was like quarantine, and I remember it's funny because like you've probably went through this before, right? So like everybody who's listening to this, and if you've been to the gym, you had your fitness journey, you can relate to this, right? It starts off. You start posting little pictures, maybe it's Snapchat, Instagram, whatever it is that you at the gym. Everybody's like, "You at the
Yeah,
gym? What
this
the fuck you doing?
guy,
Like,
yeah.
who the fuck is this guy? What the hell is he doing?" Then after a while, it starts coming to you post a picture of you like how you were before, and then how you look like maybe like 3 months after. And the thing that I love about the gym is like you don't get results sort of like immediately, maybe in the first 2-3 weeks, but then there's like this period of just rapid muscle growth,
That's
rapid
the
muscle growth.
new gains, bro. The new gains are real, bro.
The
The
new
new
gains are
gains are real,
crazy,
bro.
and then you start
That's why
posting. Go ahead, go ahead.
no, go. That's why I was like a lot of my homies like they wanted to get into the gym when I was in high school as well,
Mm-hmm.
and like I would tell them uh, like you're gonna see results, bro. Like I promise, like, and
Mm-hmm.
then but it's not gonna come like immediately, and
Yeah,
then like they would like go for a little bit, and right before they're about to see results, they would kind of like quit.
man,
And
man.
then it's like you're about to get the new gains. Like you just gotta hold it out for like at least like 2 more months, and
Exactly,
you're
man.
good.
That little
Because once you
extra
get the new
stretch.
gains, you get more confident, and then you want to keep going. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly, because that was what stimulated my confidence. I was like, I took like few little shirtless pics. You know what I'm saying? Every now and again, you know what I'm saying, feeling myself. Then it's a bunch of people like, what the fuck? Damn, bro, what the hell? What happened? Damn, are you on steroids? Like,
Right.
damn,
Yeah.
bro, I need
People
to get
start
in a
acting
workout with
different
you.
now. Okay.
Everyone want to get a workout with you all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. So now it's
No, I
like
feel that. I feel that. I
you
feel
start
that.
seeing the results coming. Then afterwards, it's just you got everything down packed. Like you got the diet on pack because obviously your appetite increased because you're going more, you're hitting the exercises more often, doing harder workouts, more intense workouts. Your appetite's gonna grow. Start eating more, and then everything just falls into place. Bigger gains, bigger diets, bulking, cutting, all that other stuff. So yeah, but yeah, man.
Yeah, I
I
could talk
don't.
about the gym all day, bro.
You said what?
I said I could talk about the gym all day, pretty much.
Facts, man.
Like
Facts, facts.
that's like another main thing for me.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
which is like I wouldn't mind diving back into that side of
I was just
like
about to
fitness
ask that.
content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I just I don't know. I don't want to be too informative and like
Yeah.
preachy. Yeah, I just
Mm-hmm.
want to like, I don't know. I don't know what I would do if I went back into that
Yeah.
to the fitness, yeah.
Yeah, because it's
But I
like you're
mean,
just preaching, and it almost feels repetitive at one point because you're talking about the
yeah,
same
cuz like
things.
you can only tell someone to do bicep curls a certain amount of times. Like there's already a million videos out there about that
Yeah,
like
that is facts,
yeah,
man. It's like they're like, man, I need bigger biceps. How do I get bigger biceps? You do
do
bicep,
curls.
you do bicep curls. Like like people been searching this since like the beginning of YouTube. Like it's just like at that point, it's like I'm just regurgitating the same exact things, and it's like everybody's talked about it before because I learned it from somebody else, and he learned it from somebody else, and I'm just like, bro, you could find all three of those videos; they'll tell you the same thing. So it's like
Yeah.
I do see what you mean,
No,
how it becomes a little repetitive and a little too informative. Like,
yeah, and like since I started doing content, it's like I look at like TikTok just in general a lot differently.
mm-hmm,
So like I'm very keen on like the not the trends I wouldn't say, but like kind of like what everyone else is doing.
mm-hmm,
So
yeah,
it's like I know I don't know what niche to fill yet, but I know that there's one there because I'm seeing everyone do this, so I can maybe do like just something different. I just
mm-hmm,
like being somewhat original, you know?
mm-hmm. And I like the fact that you said somewhat original because I wanted to actually before I dive into that, this is a personal question, right? This has nothing to do with the podcast. This is strictly for my own benefit. I gotta know, what are your top three Call of Duties?
Oof, top three.
Top three Call. Now I'm
Damn.
not saying these are like the greatest Call of Duties, but I'm saying what's
My
your
top
top
3.
three? Yeah, in
Yeah,
any
yeah,
order.
okay. In any order, okay.
Any order.
Damn, people are not gonna agree with this. Okay. My number one, I would say number one. No, actually, no order. I'm just gonna spit out names. Fuck that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Model for 2019 in my
Okay.
top 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie.
Solid contender.
Brought me back. He brought me back into the COD scene. Let's see. Black Ops 2,
Solid contender as well.
and it's between BO3 and BO1. BO3 mostly because of the zombies though. I'm gonna say BO1 though. BO1, BO2, and Modern Warfare 2019. First two maybe people agree with. Modern Warfare 2019 maybe not so much.
Nah, man. I mean, see, at first I was the same way. Like, oh, why would somebody say 2019? But it's just like, bro, that thing turned that stuff made a lot of people millionaires. Like, we know Aiden's a
Exactly,
millionaire.
bro.
We know Swag's a millionaire. We know
And like people don't even talk about that side of it that much really. But like they talk about like quarantine vibes. Like
yeah,
like the game was popping. The game was popping.
mm-hmm.
But like the amount of content creators that game put on is crazy.
Way too many. They put us on, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I started from that game as well. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to stop that.
It's just like it was that stepping stone. And it's just, and also we all ended up getting PCs at one point. So it's like,
yeah,
it's just one of,
we all from console to PC was a game changer.
Console to PC is a game changer. But it's just not even just Modern Warfare 2019, but it's also you have to also account for Warzone as well because it uses the Modern Warfare 2019 engine. So there's no way, because when I say Modern Warfare 2019, I account Warzone. I have to. I just count Warzone.
Yeah, for sure.
100%. Now the pubs on that game, that's a different story. But if we're including Warzone as well, it's just like I can't say that's just not a contender because it's just like it started off Warzone. The only reason why Warzone 2 exists is because of how well Warzone 1 did. And then they also had like Verdansk, they had Rebirth, Caldera, which I'm not going to talk about because it fucking sucks. But Rebirth.
Rebirth, man. Oh, don't get me started about Rebirth.
I love Rebirth so much, man. Rebirth. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you're right about the Warzone thing. So I got a lot of Warzone in with 2019 in my top 3. So I'm gonna put those in the same, like they're the same thing, basically.
Bit for sure. Now, for the audience that's listening, right, and they have no exact clue as to what sort of CGI exactly is CGI, like, do you have like a career outside of content creation within CGI and then you sort of just implemented it into your content?
Yeah, so I have actually part owner of it's like this is my first time talking about this one. Okay. It's a marketing company, basically, marketing agency. I wouldn't say it's an agency so much. We do a lot of consulting. I don't want to get like too deep into it, but basically we make websites and I do the overlook of like the creative side of things. So my partner, he does like the coding and like the back end stuff, and I just really do like visuals. We create a lot of ads for people, and that's where I use a lot of the CG stuff. So like product animations and stuff like that. But yeah, that's like what I was doing before, and then I saw the niche with, like I said, with the COD thing. And I was like, maybe I could put some like 3D stuff in COD. And then I found access to models from the game, and I was like, okay, this is definitely the way. Like, this is definitely could work.
Yeah,
and that's
because I'm like, bro, if I'm trying my absolute hardest to think, I don't think I've seen another content creator that does that uses that incorporation or ties those two entities together, so to speak. I've never seen somebody do that. So when I'm looking at it, I'm like, I remember you showed the Tim the Tag Mask, and I'm like, how the hell did Tim? I'm like, bro, I'm like, hey, there's no way. This has got to be a troll, right? And I'm looking, I'm like, there's no Tim the Tag Mask. So I'm like, how the hell does he implement it? That's what I'm like, bro. I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure this out, man.
What I've been really trying to hone in on making my shit seem like, it's like in the game actually. Like, that's what I want.
That's what's so fire about it. It looks like it's part of the game. Like I've seen some people try to do it. No offense to y'all. No offense to anybody. Kind of looks like dog shit. I'm not gonna lie, but it's like whatever I see like you do it. It's like, bro. It's like it looks like a full skin. Like I think you did one with I forgot. I think it was a Ghost skin, I'm pretty sure. Literally, whole thing head to toe looks like Ghost. I'm like, it's not like some plain background. You only have just the front. It's like you have the whole character. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, he really took that. He really paid attention to that attention to detail, like making sure that it looks as realistic as possible. Because that matters a lot for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Because like that's like what I'm striving to do. But I have to shout out this one dude because there is another guy that he does do 3D stuff, and he's the homie. Shout out to him. His name is Clutch Gaming.
Clutch Gaming.
Probably, okay. Yeah, he's actually he's popping a little bit. He hasn't really uploaded lately, but I mean, he's gonna get back on it. Yeah, he's the only other person that I know of that kind of does similar to me. His style is like obviously way different than mine. Like he does his own thing. But yeah, that's the homie. Like I had
Okay,
to
for
just give him
sure.
a little shout out real quick.
Hey, see, W shout out. Hey, that's what this community's for, man. You gotta shout people that are doing good. You feel me? Hey, so you said Clutch Gaming, right?
Clutch Gaming, yeah, on
Clutch
TikTok.
Gaming.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna check them out. I'm definitely gonna check them out for sure, for sure. Now as far as how you make these, so to speak, right? Could you walk us through a little bit of the process for like creating a piece of content, like whether it's the idea, where does the inspiration come from, whether you're just fiddling with like the software you use? Which, by the way, which software do you use in particular for CGI?
So for the 3D stuff, I use Blender, and then I pretty much comp everything in. So I put everything together inside of Premiere Pro.
Okay.
And do audio in there and stuff like that. But those are the only two things I really use. I use After Effects sometimes. I'm
That's
still
a different
learning
animal.
that.
Yeah, that's
After
a
Effects,
different
that,
animal.
that one's that one's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like my homie, he's an After Effects guy, and he's like, I don't know how you use Blender. I'm like, bro, how do you use AE? That is too many drop down menus. Like it's crazy. But yeah, I use Blender for like the 3D stuff.
Okay, bet for sure, for sure. Now, as far as like the process of like how you get your ideas, so to speak, because I know for like, for example, I know a decent amount of content creators just like watch other content and then maybe they get like a spark, maybe like, oh, this would be a cool idea because you saw somebody else. Not exactly you're taking their exact idea, but that sparked an idea for a whole nother idea. So like as far as like creating new ideas, is it mostly just a process of you creating or not creating, but watching other people's content and then sort of like having your own spin on it as well?
Yeah, it's actually a lot of things. Like I kind of get ideas from anywhere, honestly. I
Mm-hmm.
would say I do like to like when I scroll through TikTok, I like to be conscious of like what I'm scrolling. I kind of like
Yeah.
look out for like what's popping and like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm sure like every content creator does, but yeah, ideas do come from that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the time, bro, like it's like the first thing that pops in my head and I'll make it.
Mm-hmm.
Or let's say like a new movie's coming out. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it'd be cool if I made a video like including this like Ant-Man or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then I incorporate it into my content that way. So it's kind of like relevant kind of to like what's
Mm.
going on right now.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then yeah, I did that with like Doctor Strange back in the day when it came out,
Mm-hmm.
and like yeah. And
Oh.
then I would say another way that I get ideas is really I go to like where I get my models and I just scroll through the models and I'm like, yo, what can I use for a video today? And then I like find something and I'm like, okay, let me see if I have a clip to like kind of match the narrative. And then it's kind of crazy how I come up with my ideas, honestly. It's just comes from everywhere.
Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
one you're playing
Like that one that sorry to cut you off,
no,
but
you're
the one
good.
that you mentioned earlier, I was like literally like I was like, I don't know what to make anymore. And that the idea I had that one clip for like maybe like 2 months. Like it's like when the game first dropped, when I was going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, let me just like do something funny with this because I was moving, but I know I wasn't really moving.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow the guy didn't kill me. I don't know. I just thought it was a funny thing. But yeah. But ideas come from everywhere for sure.
For sure, for sure. It's funny that you say you had that specific clip for like 2 months before you made the video, because one of the most recent videos I made, one of the short form videos I made, it was, man, I had that Black Ops 2 clip for like 8 months, I think. It's been 8 months. I had it since July of 2022. It was just on my PC, and something told me, because this is a lot of people. This is a crazy thing about me. I have a hard drive on my PC, and everything I record from OBS goes into that one folder. That folder is 600 gigabytes.
Oh my God.
I don't delete anything from there because I tell myself, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to use this for now, but I know one day I'm going to get an idea for it. And 8 months later, I'm going to get an idea because
See, I like to hoard my videos like that. But
Mhm.
the thing is, I need to get a hard drive, bro, because like
Mhm.
I have so many clips that I just had to like scrap because I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, I don't have any space on my computer. But yeah, that just reminded me of that. I need to get a
Yeah.
hard drive, bro.
I have like 4 different forms of storage. I have a big SSD that's 1 TB. I got another like backup SSD that came with my the pre-built PC. I got the hard drive, then I have an external drive that I like plug in and stuff. So it's like
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get like you for sure.
hella
I need more
storage,
storage
bro.
in my life.
Yeah, man, because it's like how I said, like I think my most viewed TikTok has 383K, I think 383, and it's funny because one day I randomly was just looking at this, like how I said, it's been 6 months later, and I'm looking through my files, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to make anymore, and I'm looking at this, and I'm like, what can I do with this? And then I'm like, oh, boom. And I remember I may watch it, and I'm like, damn, I literally dropped that, because the way it was like, I said that you're not a real Call of Duty player unless you drop your nukes the second you get them. So I literally get the kill, turn around, drop the nuke, and then I die right afterwards. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, would that be I'm like, I guess that'd be somewhat of an okay idea, but I'm like, I thought it wasn't. I doubted myself for a second. I'm like, I don't know, because I know most people don't get nukes, maybe they're casuals. I don't know, but I'm like, let me just see how it does anyways. 383K. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. It's been sitting there.
Sometimes you got the content in your lap, but the idea isn't there yet, so you just gotta hold on to it. Yeah, that's why I need a hard drive, bro.
For sure. Definitely invest in that, man. It will help you a lot, because like I had said, sometimes you delete certain pieces of content and you're like, man, like, but if you had held on to it, and then later on you're like, I know I could use this. Maybe some event happens in the world and you're like, you pair those two things together and you're like, bam, new video. You drop the video like 10 minutes within that certain event happening. Maybe, I don't know, something happened in another country and somehow the US is talking about it. Bam, a mil in like 2 days or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like to incorporate like kind of like what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as far as like entertainment though, not like politics and
I stay away from that shit too. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
respectfully, I don't like to involve myself, because there's gonna be one guy who he's one side, and then if you're on the opposite side, if you're not 100% on his side, like, he'll unfollow you, maybe talk shit or something, or it'll be times where it's not even like they want you to be 100% like ride or die, and if you're not, well, they unfollow you. So it's like I completely try my hardest to eliminate anything political from my content, or even just in discussions in general, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I did want to ask, would you start incorporating, because I know like you have the sort of the thing going with the short form content, but have you ever considered using the same CGI X Warzone content, but in longer form content, like maybe like 5-minute YouTube skits or something like that? Have you ever like thought about that idea at all?
It's coming.
I like that answer. I like that answer for sure.
Yeah. I wanted like the thing with that is like so basically it's like when a rapper drops his first album, he has his whole life to make that first album and like make it good.
Yeah.
So it's like I want to like take time to like craft the first video. And so you know what I mean? So it's like so people know what to expect from there on. I mean it's probably not gonna do crazy the first video, but I mean I'm gonna take time to make this first video, promote the hell out of it, and then hey, maybe some shit happens, and then just keep putting out content after that.
Yeah, for sure. See, I like that, because how you had said, the rapper has his whole life to make that one album. So
that first album, and that's why people like they always compare like the sophomore album to the first album, because it's never gonna be better than the first one,
It's never up to par, because it's like, man, they were like, hey man, look, it's the first time I got some money, the first time I touched some money in my life, man. This got to be the greatest shit of all time. But then it's like after their 18th album, it's just, man, put those songs there. All right, come on, reset. You know what I'm saying? It's like just put some shit in there, man. We'll just go drop tomorrow. Man, there's no diss to any artist, but I'm just saying this is how it should go.
No, for sure.
Yeah, because man, it's like, it's just, because I was like that too whenever I did like YouTube videos and stuff like that. I'm just like, because I didn't have the process down packed as well. It's not even just as far as like me putting a lot of effort. I just didn't know what was the best way to go about this, or what's the best way to approach this.
Right, yeah. If you make a formula, like you're set, bro. Like, yeah, like it's easier to put out content that way. I do want to keep it somewhat it's gonna be long form, but like still short videos. I would say like like you said, like 5-minute skits. I want to incorporate like storytelling through like the CGI models, and like I have a couple ideas that I just don't know which one I'm gonna go with yet, but for sure, the long form is definitely coming for sure.
For sure. Because I even with certain people that come to me and ask me for advice or just anything that I've even noticed is like, content creators 100% need to just diversify as much as they possibly can, whether it's having long form content or like how you do, incorporating something that most people haven't seen before into their short form content. I feel like it's too many people are, I wouldn't say identical, but they're somewhat similar as far as like what they post as content, maybe what they stream. Because this is no diss to anybody as well. I know I'm saying a lot of things that sound offensive, but I'm saying no diss afterwards. I know I'm saying, but
it cancels it out.
It cancels it out just because I said it. You feel me? It's one of those things. It's just like, let me not even say that. But let me not even say that. But it's like, Because now it's like, man, you go to Twitch and everybody's doing like the same thing. In my opinion, like it's every Warzone streamer is just nuke attempts, nuke attempts, nuke attempts, and I don't blame them, but it's just not enough content in
Yeah,
this
I
game. You
mean,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's true. And like I mean, I applaud Activision because they threw them that bone though. That's the nuke is for streamers.
True.
Like there's no really casual that's going for a nuke. Like
That is very
which
true.
like I do applaud them for like adding that little thing for streamers.
Mm-hmm.
Which like, but yeah, at the end of the day though, there's a lot of other things that they could have really done to like make it more balanced for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what they said in the promo videos. Like this is a game for like all types of playstyles.
The most
Which
advanced Call of Duty ever.
right,
Yeah,
yeah, and they said for all playstyles, which we all know who they cater to.
we know.
We don't got to get into it right now, but
I'm not gonna get into that, but we know. we know Activision. We know 100%.
Hey, things are getting better. I think things are getting better.
I think so too. Cause wow, exactly 10 days. Got us a new update as well. Now,
Oh yeah, it's a fifth. Yeah.
this is another tough question I asked on the last podcast episode because it's hard. No offense, once again, it's a lot of fucked up shit with this game. It's a lot of things that are messed up. A lot of things that just feel incomplete with this version of Warzone. But if it's one thing that you would say, just this one thing, if they, in the large pool of all the issues that are wrong with Warzone 2 right now, if they're like, hey, Slime, we're about to fix this one problem tomorrow, but it's the only problem we're going to fix, and we're going to fix it to our best capability, what's the one thing you would want them to fix?
Damn. Okay. The one thing that they gotta fix is probably. Well, they added more money. They added a little bit of movement speed. I mean, I guess overall stability, but that's also not really a good answer. Yeah, let me see. They had to fix one thing. They gotta. Damn. Oh, time to kill. Time to kill. Easy. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that time to kill is way too fast.
That time to kill is way too fast, bro.
Way too fast, man.
Like, even if they made it like not in half a second, but like, I don't want to say they add 50 health because I heard that the base health is the same, or not the base health, but the base health is the same from Warzone 1.
Really?
It's the same, but the guns are what makes it the time to kill faster. So I wouldn't say that they add more health. Maybe they just need to adjust all the guns overall. I don't know. I don't know how they would fix it, but if they had to fix one thing, I would really want them to fix the time to kill for sure.
Because man, they said that's the. Wait, hold on. Didn't they?
Did they fix it? They fixed it?
I'm thinking about it right now. Because didn't they increase the health in Reaper to 150 at one point? Because I know Caldera had it at 150, but then they increased it for Rebirth too.
Yeah,
Dang.
They did do that.
Dang,
and
so
I love that, bro, because you can move around a lot more. You're like, I'm dancing on people. Like, it's way better.
You know
it's
what
way
I'm saying?
better.
A little stem shot, little slide here, little slide here with the MP5. You know what I'm saying?
And another argument for that is that people who love Blackout love this game, but the difference between this game and Blackout is Blackout had a crazy time to kill. It was long as fuck.
You can pick up jetpacks in Blackout. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I didn't play Blackout.
Oh, okay.
You had like a what's it called? Grapple hook. I don't know
yeah,
if
you did. You did. Yeah.
Grapple for sure.
It's just little tweaks like that with the movement to just make you like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe okay. Granted, I may have not made the smartest decision in this particular point in time, but hey, grapple hook, get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Grapple hook, I'm out of there. It's 4 rats with shotguns in there. Get me out of there. You know, or maybe like they like how they added jetpacks. I think it wasn't full on jetpacks, but I think you could find them. You could literally just boost jump like it was a Black Ops 3.
Okay, you're right about that. I think I've seen some clips.
I think it was a formal clip, optic formal. I think it was an optic formal clip. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. He had a VMP. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. It was like a 1v like 6 or something. It was crazy. When I saw that,
Formal was nasty.
Formal was the goal, man. It still is. You know what I'm saying? He went from COD to Halo. You know what I'm saying? Still a champion in both.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That is crazy, man. That is 100% crazy. Now, to wrap up this episode of the One Shot Podcast, I gotta ask a question. I ask every guest that's on here. Who would you want to see on the next episode of the podcast? Let's say, for example, you got somebody.
Great question.
Let's say you know somebody you could put on, like, you know what I'm saying, like, think of some people.
My homeboy Craven, bro. Craven, right? He's the deep editing god. Like
Craven. Okay.
so like the old school like those BO2 edits.
Ooh,
He's trying to revive that kind of style.
I love those.
Yeah. But he's putting his own twist on it. Yeah, he's the go, bro.
Okay. We got Craven.
So
That's one.
Craven. I mean, maybe Clutch. I shouted him out earlier. He would be a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
I think Craven, bro. Craven will give you a good podcast, bro. He's good at talking though.
Okay.
Craven's good at talking for sure.
Bet. Okay. We got Clutch, Craven. Do you have anybody else you can think of?
Let's see. Majin. Forget his
Watching.
TikTok handle.
I think I know which. You know what's funny? I think we.
There's a couple of Majins in the scene.
That's what I'm saying because there's a Majin I know that's in Houston with me, so it's like.
Okay, it's not that one. I know that. That's the homie too.
Oh, okay.
There's another mod. He's from Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, is his name straight up just Majin?
I think it's Majin J. Majin, couple N's and then a J.
Okay.
Maybe like two N's. Yeah.
Okay. Majin J.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. See, that's the reason why I asked that question because, like how you had said, you had mentioned Craven, Clutch. There's somebody who said is great at talking. Somebody who make a great episode. Maybe they got a crazy life or a crazy backstory as to how they came to be as well. So that's why I always ask those questions. You know what I'm saying? So to wrap this up, I'm gonna let you do the outro for this episode. I'm gonna let the guest do the outro for this podcast episode. You know what I'm saying? He rubbed his hands together like Birdman. You know what I'm saying? He preparing. You know what I'm saying? He preparing. You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. Hey, it was a good talk, man. Hey, this is my first podcast, first time really having a face cam. So I appreciate the conversation and I appreciate you for having me.
For sure, man. No problem, for sure. Thank you, everybody who tuned into this episode of the One Shot Podcast. I am joined here, like once again, my boy Slimezy. Make sure you check him out on all the social media platforms. They can find you on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. The YouTube long form is on the way. Just wait on it and it'll take off.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, for anybody else who's listening, like I said, make sure you check out Team Havoc Studios on all of our platforms: Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. We made a new TikTok recently, by the way. Team Havoc Studios on TikTok as well. We got a lot of things planned ahead. We got a lot of content on the way. You may see this podcast episode soon, so make sure you follow us on Spotify as well. My boy Slime. All right. Do you have any final words for anybody listening to this podcast right now?
Hey, that's it, man. Shout out to Team Havoc.
We love to hear that. Big shout out to everybody that's Team Havoc Studios for making everything possible. Everybody, we're a team full of goats. And once again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And we're out of here. Peace.
Later.